Many people will argue Aristotle's theory that man is not different from the animal. Many agree even when the statement says humans are superior and, unlike animals, have the ability to think. Well, if thinking is all that makes a man, you'd think he'd be able to live without working, right? Nope. The reality we live in is far different. People can say what they want, but animals experience very similar patterns with humans throughout their lives. One of them being the fact that they work to survive just like we do. Some work harder, some work less. Sounds familiar? If animals knew about Labor Day, they'd require as much respect on that day, and rightfully so. On this episode, the most hardworking animals, and what do they do, for how long, and do they rest as much as we do? Ants. These guys lift things that weigh 50 times as much as their body. Not only that, but they carry them all the way back to their nests, all while having established teamwork. Some ants cut leaves with their mouths until their jaws get sore. They take leaves underground in order to grow fungus, which scientists say qualifies as farming. Some are in charge of protecting the colony, and even the queen expands the colony by giving birth again and again until she dies. They do this with minute-lasting naps throughout the day, where in total they sleep 4 hours and 48 minutes each day. Beavers. These are natural-born architects. Beavers cut down and transport tree trunks in order to construct their own habitats with canals, dams, and lodges. The dams create a calm flow of water, protecting them from predators. They store branches as food during the winter. They stack branches in such a way that they accumulate snow. Water cannot freeze around their food pile. They work at night and sleep at day, but sometimes you can see them working during the day too. Female lions. They are fast, strong, and very determined. What keeps them on their toes is taking care of their little lion cubs. Female lions are typically responsible for hunting, and they do this after dark. They get food for their tribe. Because of the food hierarchy, she serves the first meat to the lion. They feed themselves every 3 to 4 days at dawn and on cooler days. African wild dogs. These dogs take the meat no one else wants, meaning they help the ecosystem by removing sick or injured animals, keeping balance this way and improving prey species. They give roles to everyone on the team, and thanks to this, their prey rarely escapes. They hunt twice a day and are successful 70 to 90% of the time, compared to lions who only score 30 to 40% of the time. Bowerbird. This bird has an eye for decoration that makes even the most talented interior designers look like amateurs. They gather pebbles, shells, and flowers to design their nest in hopes of attracting mates. Not only this, but studies show that they build and decorate their nests so that, from a certain viewpoint, this bird looks bigger. Some species even paint with chewed-on blueberries on their nests. Cleaner rasp. This is a kind of fish whom many other fish should thank, for because of it, they live a parasite-free life. Similar to an esthetician who scrubs the dead skin cells off a client's feet, the cleaner rasp offers a similar scrub down to its fellow aquatic creatures. They spend all day, every day, getting rid of reef fish and parasites, even dead scales. It gets paid too, since all these parasites are food to it. So it's a win-win situation. Emperor penguins. These animals are first before all devoted fathers. They travel for 80 kilometers so they can mate, and after the egg is produced, the mother travels the ocean to get food for the baby, while the father sits on the egg and keeps it warm, feeds it, while himself not eating a single meal for 4 months. After that, they switch parental duties. Being a parent is a job too. Phew. Hummingbirds. These birds flap their wings somewhere around 50 times per second so that they can maintain enough energy to stay in the air. Mother hummingbirds spend weeks creating nests with enough plants and leaves found in spider webs, all for their baby's growth without the help of the fathers too. Honeybees. Usually female bees who have no capacity to be queen bee are the workers. She works 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, and gathers nectar by traveling to around 8,000 flowers. Afterwards, they carry it to the hive where nectar becomes honey. They also work hard by keeping the temperature even inside the hive, some by fanning the air with wings, collecting water, etc. Salmon. The thought of working every day until we die is depressing and terrifying to people, but it's what the salmon does. After enjoying their youth in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, they have to power back up their home river to the place where they were first hatched, fighting strong currents and sometimes leaping up waterfalls in the process. This migration is so exhausting that once they spawn at their destination, their energy is entirely spent and they die. No matter how hard you work, someone else is working harder. Elon Musk. This might be explaining our situation between humans and animals. Who do you think out of all these animals has it the hardest? Do you agree with Aristotle's theory? Let us know in the comments. Here we've picked 2 interesting videos for you, and we'll see you soon in our next video.